Hey! Not here to kill you.
Yeah?
They drew first blood, not you.
Wait, what?
They drew first blood!
Countless times I've heard undying praise regarding Bloodborne, From Software's 2015 PlayStation exclusive, cult classic, beloved game. It is rare to hear any critiques, criticisms, or complaints about it. Yet, when I first played Bloodborne, something just did not click with me, despite the fact that I indeed played through the entire game. I had very much enjoyed my playthrough, but not to the extent as with, for instance, my playthrough of Dark Souls 1. This was many years ago, and between then and now, I have tried multiple times to get back into the game, yet without any success. But now, quite proudly, I declare I've beaten all of Bloodborne. All of it, including the DLC, and all the nooks, and all the crannies. I've beat all the bosses, including the optional ones, except this fucker. More importantly though, I get it. I get why people hold this game so highly, not only among other From Software entries, but amongst the greatest games of all time. First and foremost though, I will say I do not find the game perfect, nor is it my favorite Souls game. I'm afraid I just came across too many gripes with certain areas, bosses, features, and I'm not a fan of blood vials. Found some boss runs incredibly gruesome. I wish certain bosses would just find themselves in the darkest pits of hell.
No, come on, please. No, please. No, I'm so close. Oh, I'm gonna get you. You motherfucker, you! You stupid piece of down.
Nevertheless, I'm not here to whine or moan. I'm here to gain insight on why I see the game differently now. While Dark Souls is more monumentous and significant for its time, and for many future days becoming the basis for FromSoft's games, Bloodborne brought something new, but also groundbreaking in its own sense. No more shields, no more Estus, no more hiding. Go and fucking chop your enemies. Wanna heal? Take their blood. The game is screaming in your face. Go! Be aggressive. Even so early on, bosses and enemies alike will not hold back, disciplining the player on how this game flows. You play like a snake or a ninja, you know? Pop hither and thither and do a little dance, and that does indeed induce a tenacious thrill. I mean, check this out. Can you do this in Dark Souls? This particular playstyle definitely appealed to a lot of people, and granted, makes it special, because honestly, there's nothing really out there like how Bloodborne does it. One aspect that certainly stands out on top for me is that Bloodborne has a quality over quantity approach. It's honestly not a long game, maybe 20 hours for the main story, and I can vividly recall every area and boss quite well. Whereas something like Elden Ring shines in magnitude, Bloodborne shines in polish. In a sense, it's more approachable because the gameplay is less overwhelming with options. The roster of weapons and inventory is distinct, concise, and exciting. 26 weapons all have uniqueness to them, so it's a true preference on playstyle. There is also no weight load, so, be as stripped out as you please. Hey, look, check this out. You can literally be Pyramid Head. I mean, come on. Now, I also did something that I hadn't before, which is I delved into the game's lore. And, my goodness, there's just so much to unpack here. This is hands down one of my favorite stories told in fiction, period. I highly recommend listening to the superbly narrated Pale Blood Hunt audiobook. Such a brilliant tale of misery and discovery and downfall and cruelty, and all that taking place within the gothic world of Bloodborne. Like, how cool is that? None of the Soul games outright expound upon the lore before you, but while most of their stories can be found in relative exposition, it almost feels as though Bloodborne wants to conceal its dark secrets. The further you search, the more you find, and the worse it seems to get.
In case you fail to realize, the things you hunt, they're not beasts. They're people. One day you will see.
The atmosphere and environment of Bloodborne is heavily supported by gothic Lovecraftian horror. People love this shit. FromSoft has nailed in creating a world just gone to hell. The whole game carries this burdensome, desolate tone. Depressive, even. The amalgamations that Wander Yarnum, Yargul, Bergenworth, the Men's Nightmare, and the such are some of the most vile and disturbing designs across the Souls franchise. Enemies scream, squeal, and roar in spine-chilling manners. Honestly, sometimes I found myself needing to take a break after being succumbed to such darkness. But it's undoubtedly grounding. Your role as a hunter is essential, and so clearing the scourged streets is fulfilling. You walk amongst this Victorian city that's ravaged with frenzied beasts, fanatics, and space gods, conquering them one by one, and earning your title as a predator. At this point, I must talk about the bosses. Objectively, there are some of the best ever made, while also some being just total dog shit. Bloodborne challenges its daring players to some of the toughest enemies of its time. These vary from fighting fellow blood-drunk hunters to mighty eldritch monstrosities to literally just spiders. This roster is forbidding, terrifyingly unrelenting, nothing that simpleton players would have been familiar with, and even veterans would face their match. Ludwig, Amygdala, Father Gascoigne, Lady Maria, Orphan of Kos. These names have earned their recognition by putting the hunter to their rightful test.
Boys, the Ku Klux Klan! Oh
And it would be blasphemous of me to go about without mentioning the soundtrack. If one thing can be respected consistently from FromSoft's games, the score cannot be denied. I don't know what holy witchcraft they use in that recording studio of theirs, but holy hell, there must be some Jesus juice in there, because that shit is elevating. Listen to the way. Just listen to the way. They go, and then they'll go boom, 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 or There is one thing establishing that Bloodborne has actually clicked for me. I want to play it again. I want to go through the whole game on New Game Plus and just experience it again. It's short and addictive enough for me to want to start over. I did not feel this way with Dark Souls. The thought of that gives me actual nightmares. Yet I can feel the hunter's dream calling me back for more. I feel it must be the aggression that's alluring, the thrill of the hunt, the errand bestowed on me to turn vile beasts into prey. I want to play right now. That's how I know this game really is special. Miyazaki himself has said this is his favorite game he's worked on, and it clearly shows. Bloodborne is a passion project from the heart, oozing with love and death. It's disgusting and savage in the best way. People rave, complain, and insist for a sequel. But why taint what makes a standalone triumph so sensational? Bloodborne draws from many aspects that appeal to a great many people, giving it its own podium to stand upon. Its originality will stand the test of time and be treasured for many, many days. As with other games of the same nature, Bloodborne will not appeal for everybody, but perhaps, like me, if you put in enough pursuit, your eyes may be suddenly opened, and you'll find yourself longing to return to the hunter's dream and join the night's hunt to cleanse Yharnam's streets.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.